Okay, so you have your very first camera, or you're in the process of getting one, and then you realize, well, what else do I need?
And we're Jeremy and Kathleen. We're the owners and creators of UseThatCamera.com, and we're here to show you what's in the bag.
Yes, when you're first...
It's almost like what's in the box, but what's in the bag?
Okay, when you're first getting started in photography, of course you need your camera, and we're going to get to that in a second, but we want to go over the 5 main things you will need with you anytime you head to a photo session.
Now, first and foremost, bags come in all shapes and sizes for photography. This is our favorite bag that we've realized over the years was the best for us because it has wheels, has a pull handle, and it fits in a airplane compartment. So this is our favorite bag to go to, but let's see what's inside. Now, we have a lot of things inside our bag.
Don't be intimidated by that.
Yeah, when you first start off, you're not going to have a lot of things. We made a mistake too when we first started. We used a duffel bag, just threw everything in it. Stuff got banged around. Wasn't the best idea.
Get something you can keep organized.
Yeah, definitely get something with compartments. You get some of these little Velcro slots you can move around so you can resize what you're putting in there. At one time, we even invested in a very large, heavy Pelican case with pre-cut holes for specific cameras and lenses, and it weighed a ton. Even though it was on wheels, it was really hard to pull around at weddings. So we ditched that, went to a nice small camera bag that fits everything. And yeah, let's go over what's in our bag.
First off, the camera.
Yeah, you gotta have a camera.
And if you do not have a camera yet, we do have a free guide with our recommendations for beginner photographers. It includes 6 different cameras, 2 different Sonys, 2 Canons, 2 Nikons. It's completely free, and you can find the link to get that in the description.
Now, being 2 photographers, we do carry 2 cameras, 1 each. A lot of people do enjoy carrying 2 cameras.
Yes.
Once they get further down in career.
It's good to have a backup once you get to that point.
Yeah, that way if something goes wrong, you have another camera to flip to. Or a lot of photographers like to wear the holsters that hold 2 cameras. That way they can have 2 different focal length lenses on it. So if you're a one-man band photographer and you're going to a wedding by yourself, you can go from your 70 to 200 to your 24 to 70 or whatever other lens you have on there. So everybody shoots different, but for you as a beginner, you're going to start off with 1 camera. And
you will need something to, of course, put on this camera because the body itself is not going to get you very far. So, of course, you're going to need at least 1 lens. We, of course, carry quite a few lenses with us. There are some zoom lenses and some prime lenses. If you are just getting 1 lens, we recommend getting a zoom lens just because it's going to give you a variety of focal lengths. We use the 24 to 70. And this is a really good option because you can get a nice wide shot by zooming all the way out to 24, and then you can get in tighter by zooming in to 70. Your prime lenses, you know, your 85, your 50, your 35, you're going to get a little bit of a better quality with those, but if you're, again, just getting 1 lens to get started, a zoom lens is a good option.
Now, most cameras will come with what's called a kit lens, and usually it is a zoom lens. But the bad thing about it is it's an adjustable f-stop lens. So when you zoom in, your f-stop actually changes. So when you take the picture while you were zoomed out, it looked great.
Yeah.
When you zoomed in, now your image is dark and you're like, I didn't change a single setting.
That can be very frustrating and very confusing.
So when you get to your fixed f-stop zoom lenses, like this is 2.8, whether I'm at 70 millimeter or 24 millimeter, it doesn't matter. I'm at f2.8 if I have it set, whatever I have it set to, it doesn't change. It's fixed. It doesn't change when I zoom is what I'm trying to get across to you. But when you get the lenses like that, it does increase in price. So you may start off with a kit lens. Keep in mind when you zoom in, it will get darker, and you'll need to adjust maybe your ISO. If you leave your ISO in auto, it'll correct for you, but then you might get grainy images. So keep in mind, if you upgrade to a better quality lens, you will be spending money, but you can get by with your kit lens for a bit.
The third thing that you definitely want to keep in your bag is something to keep those lenses clean with. And we keep a nice lens cloth in our bag. These are made of a silk material, and all you do is take that lens cap off, start in the middle, work your way in circular motions. That'll get all the dust off your lens, any kind of water spots. Fingerprints, yes.
Now, you notice it took me a minute to find this. We're not the most organized with our bag. We just throw stuff in there.
But you should be.
But keep in mind, it's not a big deal. If you know where your stuff is, you know it's in there, you're good to go. Always have one handy. These are not expensive. They come for free with sunglasses, glasses, your lenses. They're free. They always get shipped to you when you order cameras or lenses. It's good to have a bunch of these. Throw all the extra ones in your bag somewhere. you don't have to use the same one every time. And actually, it's good to throw one away once in a while and start off with a fresh one, because they do get a little grimy. But when you're cleaning your lenses, you can clean the top of your lens. You can even kind of whip it around to get the dust off if you need be. But also, you can clean the bottom of your lens. Take that off. There's another piece of glass. Just give it a good wipe. Make sure there's, shine it around in the light. Make sure there's no fingerprints, no dust. One thing I never want you to do though is blow with your mouth on your lens to get anything off of it. Because all you do, whether you try your best to keep your mouth dry or not, you're going to blow spit all over that lens, which causes little spots all over your lens. Not a good thing for when you're taking pictures.
You can also use these little lens wipes. You just open them, they're wet.
Yeah, they're alcohol wipes. You find these at Walmart over in the glasses section of the store. They're made for lenses, for eyeglasses, but it shows on the box cameras and other things. Once again, you only want to use this on your glass lens. You never want to use this on, say, your camera sensor, and that's the little part inside right there. Never touch that with anything. Don't use alcohol wipes. Don't use the lens cloth. That right there is off limits to touch, and definitely never blow on it with your mouth, because once again, you'll throw spit all over that sensor, and then you're going to have to buy a special cleaner just to get that off.
Which this actually brings us to the fourth thing that you would like to keep in your bag.
Yeah, a little air pump. Super easy thing to use. All it does, you squeeze it, blows air. And what I like to use this for is not only on my lenses, if I, say I don't have my lens cloth handy or I can't find it because it's lost in my bag, this guy I can't lose, and I can use that to spray off the dust off the either side of my lens. But with your camera sensor, and a lot of people are going to yell at me and leave bad comments about this, because there's people who are divided on this. You either say it's a good thing to use for your camera, others say it's a horrible thing to use because you'll scratch your sensor. I've had multiple cameras over the years. We have never ruined a sensor yet, but all you do, if you see a little piece of dust on your sensor, hold it upside down, spray around, move your duster back and forth in a little grid pattern until it knocks it loose. You may not see it, but it'll fall out. Look at your sensor, move it around in the light, it's clean. And now you know you are ready to rock and roll without getting little dust spots on your images.
And the fifth and final thing that you definitely want to carry in your bag with you is extra camera batteries.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is be out on a photo shoot or even just taking pictures of your own family, and all of a sudden your camera dies and boom, your shoot is over.
Now, camera batteries last a long time. You're going to get through a 1 hour photo shoot fairly easily without using a quarter or even a half of your battery. It's very easy to run out of battery juice when you're on weddings. That's the most important time, to make sure you have a plethora of batteries. When we shot weddings, we'd probably carry 10 to 12 batteries and chargers just to make sure we got through a wedding without missing anything. But for the average beginner photographer who's just out doing a 1 hour session, you'll get by with the battery in your camera. But what if you forgot to change out that battery and you get to the session and you've only got one little bar left? That's why you need extra batteries in your bag.
Absolutely. So that's going to do it for the 5 main things that as a beginner photographer you want to keep in your bag. We of course carry lots of other stuff on shoots with us, lighting equipment and such. We won't go over that in this video, but yeah, that's basically
just starting off. Camera, lens cloth, air blower, and batteries. Oh, memory cards, that's a given. As long as you have like a 64 gig card.
That's a bonus.
Yeah. As long as you have like a 64 gig card, you'll probably not fill it up at a wedding.
All right. Well, thanks so much for watching. We will see you next week.
All right. Bye, guys.